We're back. Is it Wednesday night? Yeah. Are we back on the Good Austin channel? Yeah. Okay, that means it's time for Freezing Cold Takes. What's up, everybody in chat? What's good? Thanks for being here, first and foremost. Everybody you saw on the screen down here in the intro, I try to get everyone up on the screen when they're like, yo, what's up, chat? What's up? I try to put you all up on screen. So thank you for being here early. Thanks for saying hey in the chat. If you pay attention in the countdown, it says say hey in the chat. So thank you for following along the rules. Just like, you know, many people who've been rocking with this cell movement, how they've been following along with the ROEs. You know, it's very simple. It's really simple, you know. How is this possible? How could they do it? It's very simple. And someone who simplified it, the man who simplified it first all, let's not forget, is a man who I need no introduction for, Skiiwalker Tha Jedi. How you doing, bro? How you doing?
Yo, what's going on, man? I'm feeling fantastic.
Yes.
I'm ready to talk my ish tonight, yo. This is going to be a wonderful stream. I can't wait to have this conversation, yo. Oh, boy, do we have problems up here. Oh, my God, right? Boy,
we do, bro. And hey, someone who never has a problem, though, never has a problem, is the homie, Necron, bro. How you doing, bro? How you doing tonight? Never have a problem when Necron's here, bro.
You saying I never have a problem when my damn earphone falls out. But I'm doing good, dude. I'm doing good, man. Like Sky says,
This news,
snowball
man.
chance in hell, you say. Snowball chance in hell.
What'd you say again? Yeah, I know, man. Yeah, there's a lot to talk about, obviously a lot to get through. With the news that came out, you know, breaking news. For us though, we're kind of just like, man, about time, right? About time somebody actually writes a story about it or gets it out. But go ahead, Scott. What do you want to say?
wait, let me say this, right? Because somebody actually broke this in my chat, like really early in the stream last night.
Yeah, I remember that.
I can't remember which account that it was, but then somebody brought it back up later in the stream, and that's when everybody really started talking about it. But I couldn't talk about this last night because it was going to derail the conversation, and we had to stay on topic.
Makes sense. Yep.
Right, but with that said, and because I knew we had tonight, right, and so here we are. This is about to be a wonderful conversation. Much love to the chat. I'm seeing all y'all, Mama Bear, Real Talk Productions, Sin Havoc, right? Josh, shouts out to Josh in the chat, right?
Josh.
Just saw the Flash again in IMAX, right? The whole chat, Bad Dan, Qatar, all y'all are wonderful. Thank you for being here early and rocking out with us. DC Talk too. You guys are all amazing, each and every last one of you.
Yeah, absolutely. It goes without saying, but we have to say it every stream. So you guys remember every time, thank you guys for being here. It wouldn't be a fun show if we didn't see the chat going along or going against, or, just adding your 2 cents in. For people we actually know, we can see their faces a lot of times, and they've been here supporting for a long time. So shout out to the chat. Shout out to everyone being here. Yeah, and let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. Let's not wait. Let's not hesitate. The news, man, that came out today. I actually got to make a banner for it. But since someone dropped it yesterday in your stream, right?
Yeah.
Can you give us a little recap of last night, what you guys talked about, why you couldn't go in deep about it? Did you like my
my goodness.
You like my pun about that? Yeah, so go
right,
ahead.
Yeah. Why we couldn't go deep last night, right? But, last night's topic was, how recently after the Flash came out, there's just been some very, very suspect activity from a lot of the larger accounts in the Zack Snyder fan base, right? Like, you've had these accounts openly mocking Zack Snyder, saying that he was going to see the Flash. You got some of them that's kind of making fun of Ben Affleck. It's there's all these things that are, kind of going on, right? We're bashing the CGI to death, and it's that was DJ, who is Zack's visual effects supervisor on a lot of his films, right? We're just behaving in these ways where it just seemed a bit off, right? So I definitely had to have the big homie Peely on, Mr. Wes Ashley, release the Snyder Cut OG, right? As I said last night, if it was not for that man's efforts, you would not have Zack Snyder's Justice League in your home. Real talk, right? So, I thought it was important to have him on and really have that conversation because, the fan base needed to hear that. And it felt like a legendary stream while it was on. I mean, it was me, Peely, Leon, and then Still came through towards the end, it really just, it really felt different last night, but I'm glad that we had that conversation.
Dude, it was great. Honestly, watching the stream, I'm like, man, did he send all of us a link? I'm like, you know what? This is the perfect panel right now. Peely, Sil, Leon, and Sky. Me and Necron don't need to be on this panel right now.
No.
We would have put too much cream in the coffee.
Nah. I actually like cream in my coffee. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. But it's just no. Last night was a situation where I felt that the people that had knew the most and just had to be part of that conversation, and I think that we did have the perfect panel last night. It was pretty dope.
Yeah, dude, it was special. Honestly, it was special. As a fan, as a friend of all of you guys, it was really cool to see because if anyone needs a brief history, obviously watch that stream last night. You get a nice little brief history, and to see and just to see like you guys all talk about it and still be talking about it and still progressing the movement, still enlightening people in such a way. It's like it was really cool. I was like, man, I wish I could stay up all night and watch this, but it's 2 a.m. Like I gotta go to sleep.
Right.
I was tight that I had to go to bed, but yeah, man, it was a special moment. So I'm glad that it happened. I'll have to go back on this stream, and now that we talked about it so much and done a little recap before we start talking about the news, I'll have to put that stream in the description below. So if you're watching this on replay, look in the description if you want to.
Last night was dope, yo.
It was
legendary.
Yeah, it was
being on the panel. It felt dope, right? Some streams like feel dope, like me and Mikey and I's last episode of Night Shift felt dope too. Man, I was dancing, I was feeling all loose and stuff. Yo, it felt great, right? And so last night did feel dope. I just hope that the conversation was entertaining and informative for everybody that watched it.
Oh my God, yeah. For me as a viewer, it definitely was. I didn't want to stop, but I was just like, oh my God, what?
I feel it, bro.
But it was great. But yeah, so that during that stream, that news comes out, and also me being involved with you and being involved with this movement. As soon as I see that, I'm like, oh, what? Like, I almost thought like they announced it. I was like, oh, real for word? Like the weekend after the Flash? Like for real?
Right.
Like, okay. I guess my summer is just getting better. But then I read the article. I was like, oh, okay, it's a different show, but they're basically announcing it to talk about the potential for more. And
they said other projects too, yo. Like,
well, meanwhile though, when that's happening for me, like I have, like on your phone, you could do like the pop out, so you have the video where you're still listening to it and watching it, but you can like scroll and do your thing. So I'm reading the article while you guys are talking about it. I'm like, oh dang. And you're like, yo, I can't talk about, we can't go in about it. Like, we'll talk about it tomorrow. And I was just like, yes, we're going to talk about it tomorrow. Like, perfect. I can't wait, dude, because, dude, this is a topic meant for all of us, obviously. And hopefully Leon frees up so he can be late ass Leon and come in and talk about this too, because I kind of want like a genuine reaction from each of you guys. So before I gave a little bit of mine, but Necron, how did you feel last night with me? We were being on the bench, kind of chilling, doing stats. We're doing stats. Yeah. Oh, nice pass. Yo, Necron, was that an assist? Was that an assist? You count that assist? Oh, okay.
All right. No, man. First of all, I was just happy to hear Billy's take on the Flash, because I'm sure a lot of people are expecting a different take from him, because all the other cohorts were, of his original restored movement, or not even restored, released movement, I should say, were pretty much bashing the Flash, bashing. And this is like, oh god dang, all right, they're like going out on this movie. So to hear it, Peely loved it, made me feel even more justified in my opinion of the movie, and I'm sure it made Sky feel more justified in his opinion of the movie, because this is Peely saying, he's like, no man, this is like Zack Snyder Jr. And I don't know what to tell people. That's how I kind of felt about it too, man.
Dude, I felt like he wanted Zach to be his mentor, bro. Like and he shot himself in the movie, bro. Like, come on,
bro. Like, right, with a hot dog, right? Like Barry had the hot dog. Like, bro, come on, man.
Yeah, Iris West in the movie. His Iris West. I mean, what are y'all talking about? What is going on? So
this same, go ahead. Yeah, exactly.
Yes, it's it's canon. It's ZSJL canon. I ain't gonna go there no more. I'm done with telling anyone it is. But then when to see that news break during the stream, WB is licensing Max programming to Netflix all late at night. Not it's just like putting it out into the ether, right? It's putting it out there in a nice kind of low tone way. because they're about to prepare everybody for a bomb that's coming. A world devastating bomb. It's coming. Do I have any insight? No, this is just me guessing. I'm totally, from what I'm seeing. But Skywalker, let's follow the steps here. Well, all of a sudden, the JL animated cartoon just goes on Netflix after the campaign started. And I'm sure WB is just wanting to see what type of pull, or not pull, but traction they would get with these characters on their their network, to see what their streaming service, I should say. And it sounds like that's doing pretty good, with a little help from us over here with our serials and cartoon streams. That's what we do. We move things, and then I'm sure they're happy with that. And then you see this thing pop up with WB licensing programming to Netflix. What the hell does that tell you? And don't give me this, it's going to be too expensive and this and that. And y'all don't fucking bounce these checkbooks. These are movers and shakers. WB wants that money. They want that money. And they know someone who's willing to pay for this. They ain't doing anything with them characters now. That's dead. That's dead and buried, man. Over there. They're not doing nothing with these characters. So why would they not want to make some money off of them? They're already talking. They're already willing and dealing. What more you need?
Yeah, not a whole lot. Really, just a conversation. Really, just a conversation. So not why do it. And I like Bat Dan's comment here. I wanted to say real quick. He's like, the only reason, and I emphasize only reason, I might not consider the Flash movie canon to the Snyderverse is because if the Muschietti cut comes out and is better, then that version is canon. Which I agree, bro. I agree. If there's a better cut that comes out of the Flash, that's the canon one. That's the canon one.
That's funny. Well, I think there is a better version of the movie out there too. That's my opinion.
I mean, that always happens, and who knows? Maybe they can pump a little bit more money into getting a more polished CGI for those haters out there for when it comes out on the director's cut and all that. You know what I mean? But I just thought that was a funny comment, and I completely agree, dude. Why not make more money and have them sell it? And all of the things that people wanted to say to like bash this possibility, it's hilarious because now it's just like, what do you have to say? We're only how many months into this thing, and it's already like slightly being announced that this concept is real, even though we've shown and explicitly said to people like, here's an example of it. Here's another example of it. Hey, here's another example of it. Oh, and this cartoon actually really resembles Zack Snyder's universe, so we're gonna do a watch along and engagement for a month long, bro. And here comes the second round of it this weekend too. So we've had saying this to you guys. And the concept isn't new, but just the fact that the announcement of it, the making it official is good. But hey, I see you rubbing your hands, bro. Go ahead. That was a good segue, wasn't it? Go ahead.
Yo, oh man, I'm like, put me in the game, coach.
Go ahead.
Put me in the game, coach. Right, because this is what they do, right? Because I see everything in the chat. Oh, we about to cook right now. We about to cook right now.
There's a reason why. Yeah.
Because first they want to call you crazy. They want to say, "Oh my God, it could never happen." Right? This is the wackiest shit I've ever heard of. Right? There's no way Netflix is gonna be at what? They ain't got the money. Right? It's not even possible. Why would they sell DC? Or just whatever. Right? All the bullshit that we heard this whole time. Right? At every point, these people chose to put obstacles in front of us.
Oh yeah.
Right? To sit here and act like we didn't know what we was doing. We was going about this the wrong way. Right? We was wrong. This shit wasn't gonna never happen. Right? And now all of a sudden they want to be like, oh, but oh, he didn't come up with the idea first.
Oh, but they were ready to rag on it.
Right. But watch this. Oh no. Look, the people are about to see the holes in the holy, right? 100%. Because what has happened is that you guys would have something, right? And they're like, oh yes, because some random account that I've never seen, never heard of, did tweet out sell Snyderverse to Netflix, like in 2021, right? That would be some damaging information if that was the original fucking hashtag. The original hashtag is sell ZSJL to Netflix. Now you pull something from that from 2021. Since you checking screenshots, somebody go find a screenshot of that. Where is it? I need that. Bring it to me.
Exactly.
Don't come over here. It's on camera.
Yeah.
Sell ZSJL to Netflix.
Oh, do I still have it in here?
Right? Set it on stream. Took it by storm. Forbes. Right? But no. Oh, the chickens is coming home to roost now, ain't they? Hey, breathe in. Right? You feel that? It's fear. Woo! Woo!
Okay, yo, hey.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Wait,
oh my God. Yo,
here's the evidence.
I'm ready to testify tonight, bro.
I got it.
Continuing to go down this rabbit hole of like WBD and asking them, right? No, I think we need to turn our attention to Netflix and be like, yo, can you guys facilitate this shit? Right? Can you guys facilitate bringing this? Y'all already working with Zach right now. You're already showing that you're invested, right? WBD is not trying to fucking do this. Right? And so this is the hashtag that I'm going to be using.
Boom. What was that?
Woo-wee!
What was that?
Woo-wee!
Why do you guys think I did that? Why do you guys think I did that and named it The Beginning, bro? What do you think I did that for?
Oh, good. Oh my God. Right? Hey, it ain't so funny now, right? It ain't so funny no more. Man. Oh my goodness. That's crazy, yo. But this is what they do, y'all. This is what they do. These people made themselves our opposition. Yes. And tried to place obstacles at every single turn. And then now the chickens is coming on the roost is, oh my God, he didn't come up with the idea though.
Yeah,
right? Right? Bro, you couldn't even look me in my eyes, bro. That's why I kept looking at you when you walk by and you look down and away, down and to the right. I saw you, bro. That's why I looked at you. Phil looked at me and was like, damn, bro, like word. Cause he saw me stare you down. And he saw me, he saw you put your eyes down and to the right, bro, when you was walking past me. Don't come back over here trying to talk about who did what, homie. Craziness.
Yeah, it's hilarious because they that's what they are in person. They're shy. They are not even shy. They're cowards. They look away. They won't say a thing. They won't have a conversation. Why not have a conversation?
He act like he know who I am, bro. And if he didn't know who I was, he damn sure knew who Sil Abdul was, who
Right.
was standing right next to me. So I don't want to hear that from the homie.
Yeah, it's crazy. And to talk about that now too, it's like first you wanted to discount everything. After full circle, the first hashtag we want to do
Yep.
is release again. Release again, basically, is what they're doing. And now they would just want to discredit the factualities of who had the idea, how we got here, all of that. Like it doesn't even matter if the second hashtag is the one that they're trying to steal anyways. The old
Right? Yo,
go ahead. Like it's almost like at this point,
they
yeah.
said mine don't make sense, Austin. That's what they said. They said mine don't make sense, bro.
Let me put the banner up, and that's one thing that I wanted to say, and one thing that stuck out to me immediately with this announcement of the fact that WBD is selling HBO originals and HBO Max originals to Netflix. What stuck out to me was the fact that wasn't Zack Snyder's Justice League only on HBO Max? Wasn't that an HBO Max original?
Wait.
Yes, it is.
But it's not an IP that could be sold, right? But then in the announcement, it only says shows. Oh, but if you read the article, it says shows and movies. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I guess there's no real argument here. It's just a bunch of BS. It's just a bunch of floundering.
That's why this new moving of the goalpost, right, has happened. That is why, bro, because one person put out a tweet like hella long ago that nobody knew about. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of a sudden, that's what caused all this. It wasn't us. It wasn't these trending events. It had nothing to do with me going to Stone Quarry. It had nothing to do with us doing cartoons and cereal. It has nothing to do with none of this. Nothing to do with us raising money for AFSP, right? Nothing to do with Wayne Carr hopping in, right? Nothing to do with me be Maud. Nothing to do with me dressing up in a black Superman suit and asking Zack Snyder whether or not he wants to continue his IP outside of Warner Brothers. It has nothing to do with none of that. It's because of one person put out a random tweet. And come on, man. I didn't know he was about to pull that up.
Whoops.
Right?
Oh, what's this? Huh.
Crazy. But yo, it's great though, right? Because this is the thing, right? They don't, they literally have tried their very hardest, you know what I'm saying, to turn us into or to just send us down the wrong path, right? Have us chasing our tail, like all types of stuff, right? You know what I'm saying? And that's what, hey, it ain't got nothing to even do with Zack Snyder, my poster like that, bro. Austin is in here playing all this stuff. I totally forgot about half this shit, yo. It's crazy. Man, I'm sorry, y'all. This is just wackiness. But hey, I digress. Right? I just want to say this. The hashtag sale movement has been moving forward. We've been chugging along. We've been putting in work into driving the conversation forward, right? Into us actually being effective and things like that. It's totally fine, right? I don't care what the masses believe, right? Because at the end of the day, the truth will speak for itself, right? And on top of that, the real people is gonna know what happened. And it just, as long as we get this shit done, that's all that matters anyway, right? We just have to move forward effectively. right? So we're gonna continue to do that, right? And everybody that tried to make themselves obstacles, right? Just keep doing that, right? Don't start trying to, ease on over here now, right? Just go ahead and ride this thing on out. You know what I'm saying? Just ride it all the way out, right? And we'll see, who was right, and who will be on the right side when history is written. We'll see.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, and to highlight Sickness's comment, this was my reply when I saw this online today. I was like, yeah, even if the person put out the hashtag in 21, which is like cool that concept like existed, but it wasn't refined, and they didn't push it and make it a thing and a movement.
They definitely didn't make it a movement.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know who the heck that account is. Like, where is that person today? What are they doing today? What are they doing 2 years later?
Why they didn't come say anything to me when this thing started popping?
Right.
Like, why am I just now hearing about this after?
It's always after the fact, bro.
right.
Pick up some old BS, some old. Oh, we're trying to get this is similar to that, so it's gotta be. Oh my god, dude, get that. Yeah, it's always some backwards nonsense. But yeah, it is a party to celebrate though tonight, because this is the news we've been waiting for, bro.
Hey, we just got one more. We just got one more thing, right? Literally, like this is.
It's a nice original. We just got. Okay.
So begins the end, right? Dude, so begins the end.
I'm so happy that in the Flash movie they did the Speedy Gonzalez thing, and he just took off, dude. Because that just makes me feel like that's what Zack Snyder's Justice League is doing to Netflix. It's just like, pew, and the old Barry's reaction to that is just so funny. It's like, Speedy Gonzalez, yeah, that's great. I've done it a bunch of times, and pew, it just goes. It gets me. But we're not worried about other people who are trashing things either, because that's the whole point of this movement, is we are differentiating ourselves from the past. And I'm so glad that Batfleck had that dialogue in the Flash movie, where it's, take it from an old guy who's made a lot of mistakes. That felt a lot like Pilly telling us not to make the same mistakes before.
Yep. Don't
live your past, live your life now. You know what I'm saying? So that's exactly how that felt, and that's how I took it. That's the meta type of things that Zack Snyder does with his dialogue. The same could be true for anything else, and especially someone who probably watched a bunch of Snyder films just to get in line with the universe, one. But second, he probably fell in love. He's a filmmaker himself. Like, his eyes don't deceive him. You know what I mean? So, like, he definitely wanted to do the same thing for us as fans, to give us messages within the movie. And that's how that felt, man. And that's what Cell is. It's the future. It's now. And going with the past, living in the past, still asking for old things of people who aren't there anymore. You know what I mean? It's crazy. What were we gonna say?
Bro, you brought up something. A really great point, right? When you said, like, look at what we've done just since January. Right?
Yeah.
And do you want to know why that is, bro? It's because of the fact that we stayed on point. And we didn't budge when it came to compromising our vision. And that's why we are. Look, see, here's the thing, right? We all know what happened right after Full Circle, right after Zach signed my poster, right? Which should have been a unifying moment for everybody, right? That should have been like, okay, look, Zach's rocking with this, right?
Yeah.
Like, right? But no, it was actually the opposite, right? But when that moment happened, right? The reaction to it really showed that, you know, not only was there a huge section that was not really interested in like us getting like to our destination in a manner that they didn't necessarily agree with or sign off on, right? But it also showed that, you know, hey, like this is why the Snyder Cut took so long, yo. This is why. Peely highlighted that again last night. Like, yo, you know, at every point when we was moving effectively, there was this push and pull to bring us off track, and it made the shit take exorbitantly longer than it needed to. And now, right, when we were faced with that moment, right, where we were pretty much like, I don't even want to use that term, but you know, it's like, yo, they was just like, oh, yo, we gonna start mixing hashtags, and and y'all gonna have to be cool with it pretty much, or else you pretty much, yeah, just or else, right? And we was like, no, we're not gonna start mixing hashtags. Like, we're just not gonna do it, right? In the end, what happened, and then, but we knew that the truth was still on our side. There was no reason for us to overreact. So we just kept moving forward. And now you see the fruits of, like, you know, actual effectiveness, right? Like when you're being effective and you stay on point and you stay on mission, you can get to things much faster. This is why the Snyder Cut took so damn long. Because I guarantee you, at every point where we was really like moving as a well-oiled kind of machine and like was actually about to infect real change, I guarantee you that somebody did some wacky shit to just drive everything off the path or whatever, right? Man, I'm getting tongue-tied because this is crazy, right? Like, they just said, yo, we're shopping them projects.
They get to
Game
go through
over.
a catalog. They get to go through a catalog of stuff and just be like, what do we want? What do we want? And any thing that people would talk like crap about the Snyderverse as far as how it did in the box office or how it did here, you can use that as a advantage to Netflix. Be like, well, all right, well, if anyone. Like,
does this man look mad though? Does this man look mad,
right.
by the way?
Yo, I love it, right? Because it's like, yo, man, I've been told that the movement, yo, how many times they go come in here and say it that the movement.
That's what, like you were saying earlier, if you guys, you know it's coming, right? I mean, the first you stole the mic at fucking full circle, right. And now you stole the hash. Man, you guys, that's all you guys can come up with. Oh, he's a thief. You might want to check your stereotypes too.
Right?
Wow, I mean, this thing, man, blaming the black guy for doing everything. What the fuck's the matter with you, man?
Right.
Hey, I want somebody to pull up a sales DSJL to Netflix hashtag from 2021. Right. I want somebody to pull that up. Pull it up. Find it. I want you to find it.
Right. And even
I want you to find it.
I guess it's still a dumb hashtag regardless. So if it's a dumb hashtag,
right?
Why is it such a big deal?
Right. It don't even matter. It don't even matter, bro. It don't even matter. Right?
Who's
right?
Coping, bro? Who's
Yo, it don't matter so much that they be over here every night.
Right.
Right, telling us how much it don't matter. Breathe in, right? It's fear.
It's crazy. Need from us for some reason, and need to try, gain relevance. But the thing is, though, this news just opens the door for so much more. And if you want to say like, oh, this and that, Justice League didn't do well at the box office. Well, hey, that's a selling point for Netflix. Like, hey, well, we're not going to spend that much money, blah, 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 blah. But they're not buying that. They're buying the HBO Max originals, which is Zack Snyder's Justice League. Only came out on HBO Max and was spread around the world. And the distribution of that property, right, it can be taken so much farther by Netflix. And we've already seen it on Netflix in certain parts of the world, so they know firsthand how it tracks, right? And they can base, and I'm sure they do. They take the data of, all right, how well does this stuff do here compared to where it does in the rest of the world? And I'm sure they have, you know how they have like this show is a 95% match for you, and they have like that algorithm. I'm sure that they have matches for similar products of Zack Snyder's Justice League and how they did in other areas, and like, oh well, if we just insert 4 hours of content here, like how much more does that bring? How much more engagement does that bring in this areas? And I'm sure it would just skyrocket. I mean, how many of us would just have that on there? It would be so cool to finally, like, me and my lady will often watch Netflix and eat dinner, and after like an episode, we won't we don't have time to like watch a whole nother episode. You press pause and then just snuggle up on the couch for a little bit and you just chat and whatever. And then Netflix goes to like that screensaver, right? I don't know if you ever got that. Like it goes to like a screensaver where it's like moving pictures or like, and it says things like, oh, season 2 coming, whatever, on these shows. I'm waiting for the day when the screensaver pops up and it's like Zack Snyder's Justice League, or Zack Snyder's Justice League 2 coming soon. Like,
Nightmare. Zack Snyder's Nightmare. Justice League Nightmare. Oh my God, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, yo.
Netflix, bro, it's coming. It's coming, bro.
Right? Hey, look, man. Look. It's yo, that's why this is happening, yo. Listen, I don't know. See, this is what's so funny, right? This is what's so funny is that they literally have the same playbook every single time, right? Every single time that something good happens, they come over here trying to like say, oh my God, it's really dead. And then they always come with like some weirdness, right?
It's always weird.
And like now the stolen hashtag thing is just the latest in a long line of weirdness. You know what I'm saying? But it don't matter because guess what, y'all? Like, yo, the proof is in the pudding. There's already been too much groundwork laid. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what are we even talking about? Like, I can't believe they think they come up with a think tank.
Grease with a dime piece.
This is what happens. This is what happens when you talk to people and nobody like speaks up to just interject and be like, "Well, I don't think that's a bad idea because of this, this, and this." Like we have that over on this side. We come. How many ideas I throw out all the time? Like, how about this? How about this? Like, no, we're gonna do this, or no, we're gonna do this, or I want to do this. Like there's so many just like talks. And it's not just have an idea and run with it. And that's what this happens. I said it before, I'll say it again. We need better ops, bro, because this is just
right. Yo, look. And what's funny is because I had told that story recently, right? About how the other day I went to Leon with what I thought was a great idea, y'all. I thought it was look, and I'll tell y'all after the show, right? Because it was, but I thought this was like fire, right? And he was like, "Yo, that's a great idea, but I don't think we should do it." And he was like, "Blah blah 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 blah," and I was like, "Damn, you're right, right?" Because like I thought, yo, in my head it was a fire idea, and I know it was, and he even agreed. But he was like, man, look, like, nah, we can't do that because of this, this, and this. And I was like, you know what, dude, you're absolutely right. So, that happens all the time, right? But I would have thought that they would have at least went and saw what the original hashtag was. But that's the thing, though, right? They're not interested in finding the truth. None of these people are, right? This whole Flash thing should have shown all you guys. Right? It really should have shown all you guys exactly who was who's really down with Zach and who's really about, you know what I'm saying? Like trying to move this thing forward and actually get these movies. So, I'm not worried about nothing. Y'all saw, man, look, I wanted to flip out last night.
Yeah,
Right?
I know, dude. Crazy,
I
bro.
bet.
Like,
Oh,
why
yeah.
do we not react? I gotta turn the music back in here because like this feels like a party to me, bro. Like all day long, I'm trying to work, but all I'm thinking about, I'm like, bro, it's happening. It's happening.
Bruh.
And why would Kim Masters come on and be like, this is huge news? Hey guys,
Right?
the one who reports on like all Zack Snyder stuff, like and is favorable in a way. But yet we're online still, and I still see some people not following the ROEs. So it's a good time to remind you all the visual representation of what happens when you continue to use the old ineffective hashtags that only garner engagement for WBD, which we're trying not to do because they don't care about us. The nicest thing they would do in the last 10 years would be to sell to Netflix. That would be the nicest thing they've done to
Oh, yeah.
But this is the visual representation, just in case you guys forgot. Bro, it gets me every time. It gets me every time, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
I'm
That's
saying,
also
bro.
the visual reputation of them trying to come up with their own hashtags. Is just like
yeah, right.
Bruh, but I thought we wasn't doing no more hashtags, y'all. Right? Y'all remember when it was like, oh man, like no more hashtags, people. And now we doing even more. It's wild, right?
Everybody got
It's
a hashtag
wild.
now.
It's wild, right? It's wild, guys.
And also, how can you see this news and not be like, oh, right? For some people, though, shout out to you. If this was you, they saw this news and they were like, you know what? Yeah, I must have been tripping. This is definitely the way. Like they kind of like came back, and we'll forgive you. But shout out to the people who never wavered and understood the entire time. And this was the way. This is the most effective way, and it makes the most sense, man. The more you read the article, the more I went through. I'm like, they're just like hyping this up for the future for more things. Like,
right.
it's not a done deal, right? It's not a done deal. However, let's reference back on history. Let's remind everybody they already have Sandman there. They already have Sweet Tooth there. We've been watching the animated universe, and we're going to continue to watch the animated universe on Netflix. So there's plenty that are going to Netflix, and plenty that can expand. The thing that was brought up in the article was that it was going to be a non-exclusivity deal. So these things could have a life also on HBO Max. I'm sorry, on Max. But with that, they would have the exposure still of being on Netflix, which also brings up the possibility of co-financing. Basically, because WB has no money, is what that is. But the reason why that's important is because WBD would behoove them to do it more, to sell it more, because they know what they get for physical product sales as far as when it comes to Zack Snyder's merchandise.
Oh, yeah.
Having the non-exclusivity deal with Netflix means that they still have the exclusive rights for it, meaning that they could sell the merch for it and still
You can go over to the DC shop and get your new Snyder
exactly
Netflix merch over there, and they make all the money.
And why not? And why not?
Hey, and that poster that Zach signed for me is going in my casket with me, bro. I'm never selling it.
On the top?
I'm never selling it.
Why would you, bro? That's the one thing that won't be sold. That's
legendary.
That's the one thing that won't be sold.
Right. That's the only thing that ain't for sale around here. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to ZSJL, bro.
Everything else for sale. But no, that was.
But
That
can I
was
bring
one
up a
thing.
point too, Austin?
Go ahead, dude.
Like Netflix, they want that superhero IP. They tried it with what Jupiter Rising. It didn't, as Zach Levi said, it didn't quite work out, but it didn't. But they sunk a lot of money into that. They want some type of superhero IP. You could tell that they're clamoring for one to get on there. Oh man, if they know if they can get their hands on this,
Bro,
it really is a game over moment for them.
yeah,
Like,
you bringing up that point is a great segue into what I wanted to say was the fact that think about the fact that they haven't had like their own Netflix like superhero like I don't know tab place like universe since they
yeah.
had the Marvel because like Marvel was literally like yo like this is cool, this is cool, this is cool, but Netflix's Marvel, dude, that's the shit, bro. Like that's the shit you want to watch. Like, and it literally was, man. It was like must see.
It
And
was really good. Yeah.
they were top notch and
Daredevil, shit, Punisher,
dude,
come on.
right, all of those. I even like Luke Cage and Jessica Jones.
I liked
Like,
all of them. I didn't have any
good.
problems with really
It
like,
felt like
oh, I hate that. Whatever. I liked it.
yeah, it felt like a independent but upscale version of all these characters, and it was done well. They did them. I did it fantastic in my opinion. But with that said, do you think for 1 second that Netflix isn't chomping at the bit to get superheroes like their own superheroes back, where they can kind of make their own original story?
Zack Snyder's superhero.
Yo,
They're co-financing something, dude. Why couldn't they make their own stuff with the original IPs? Not just the syndication of old shows, but if they're co-financing a new production, why wouldn't they be able to do whatever they wanted to do with it? So yeah, what were you gonna say, Sky, to slam dunk on top of that?
look, I was gonna say, yo, like y'all really don't know how much this gonna smack y'all across the forehead when all this shit get announced, yo. Y'all really just don't know, cause it's like I'm hearing so much. I'm hearing like, oh my God, Zach got so much stuff lined up, but does he?
I really don't know what he does.
Right, like he already shot Rebel Moon Part 1 and 2. They have confirmed for spinoffs and all that stuff, right?
Good.
But like he already let somebody else direct something in the Army of the Dead universe.
Right, and the animated stuff. I mean, that's not
and animated stuff, right?
The animated stuff. He doesn't really need to be there for like too much,
right? And so why? So I'm taking it. He would probably let somebody direct something in his Rebel Moon universe.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
especially spinoffs, right?
Yeah.
So sure. Like, yo.
He'll just be an
you
EP
think this man might not have no time for DC, bro? If they go get these characters, what's wrong with y'all, man?
Bro, and it's crazy. It's crazy that there would be any other narrative besides the fact that this is a possibility and this could happen. Like, Zach's going to be free. Oh, not to mention, if you guys aren't paying attention, Tadum just happened last weekend. Where was Zack Snyder and Debbie Snyder? Oh, they were down in Brazil. Who was also there? Henry Cavill. Gal Gadot. Do you don't think there's possibly, a meeting that could have happened? We saw Gal Gadot like hugging Zach and having a little talk there. Like maybe they're meeting in the lobby after having a meeting or before going up to a hotel room to have a meeting. Like you never know what can happen internationally when these people are just having a drink together. So I felt like
didn't Gal come out and make that statement about possibly continuing or whatever after that conversation on
something like that, yeah.
Oh, okay.
You got to read the tea leaves, as it were, bro, and that's what I'm reading. And the fact that just happened, they just had that, and then Zach admitted while he was there, he was texting with Ezra, and who's been with Ezra recently? Ben Affleck. And we know who's down to come back and play Batman again because he was so thrilled with his last performance. And recent reports of saying, Andy Muschietti even saying, is he done? So, yeah, it behooves this deal not to happen. All of the tea leaves being read, man, to me are just like screaming like, yo, this is on the verge, on the cusp. how hilarious would it be if they announced it around like July 4th and it was like our independence from WBD finally, if I finally like independent and free from the from the motherland. That would be so
Look,
funny, bro.
look, I'll just say this, right? With the way that things are going right now, and me knowing the way that these things kind of work in the meet, like how long that these things start taking, right? I think that there's gonna be like a slow kind of like leaking out of like information and stuff like that. I'm just foreseeing that because this is huge. This is huge, right? Look, it said streaming shocker,
Yeah,
right?
shocker.
Yep.
What was once exclusive ain't exclusive no more, and they talking to Netflix. Yo, come on.
It's almost like Zaslav said, "Sell it too," right? It was just like, man, sell
Open
it.
for business, bro. Open for business. Yeah, and it's like they have to do it, man. Like it's a financial thing that they like kind of have to do. But it feels like to me, when there's a deal that needs to be done between a team and a player, both sides want the deal to be done, but they gotta play kind of like grab ass for a better, for lack of a better term in the tabloids, like, oh, like we might be offering this, or but there's this stipulation that goes along with this, so it's going to lower the price a little bit. Oh, well, I might hold out and I might not come to camp and I might not like report for this. Oh, okay, well maybe we'll have, and then on the last day when the deal needs to happen, that's when it happens. And they need this to happen, bro. They need to report some financial gains this like soon on their quarterly reports because it's not looking too good, unfortunately, for my boy Barry Allen in theaters right now. But if you're watching this video now or on replay and you haven't seen The Flash yet and you're a Zack Snyder fan, what are you doing? Like, you got to go see that movie. The whole time while I'm watching it, it finally felt like, yo, this is within the universe. And it was so cool to see like memories and things that Barry was doing at certain moments within the Snyderverse. I love this movie. It's a Zack Snyder like love letter, realistically, and you should definitely go see it if you haven't seen The Flash. But yeah, I just can't wait for the cup to tip over and for the deal to be done. I don't know how urgent it really is, but it seems like because of this Flash movie not doing too well in theaters, it might be more urgent
They
than
had to
not.
let something out. No, they definitely had to like let something out that what I'm saying, that hey, we are going to be making moves to get money back. I do think that that's what this is. This is a statement like, hey guys, we are planning on actually bringing in some revenue in other areas by working with Netflix
Oh yeah,
to kind of calm fears, right?
Yeah.
we're gonna
Yeah.
have some cash flow coming in. Don't worry.
Yeah,
They
right.
have to, man. They gotta stop the floodgates. It sucks that that's the case and that people didn't turn out and there's all this turmoil. But there's good reasons for, I guess, why it didn't do well. It just sucks because it is a great film. But one thing that was said, and it was kind of like the headline of Night Shift this past weekend, was the fact that did the Flash flop kill the cell movement? And if you stuck around long enough, the answer was no. I didn't kill it. And it's still here. But that to me, it was like it was almost obvious, but I had to listen. I had to watch just to get confirmation. And the way that Mikey was talking made it felt like, oh, this was necessary. Like they kind of, like, how a lot of times their opposition finds reasons and finds all sorts of reasons to make things make sense, but they don't, right? Like, oh, they're using this narrative to fit their reasoning, but if you take a step back, it's all BS. Like, you could say whatever you want to fit your own reasoning, right? You can make up whatever narrative in your own head to fit your reasoning. And that felt kind of like what the news was that came from Mikey. Not that Mikey said it, but the insider said that to Mikey, like, oh, no. Like, the reason why it didn't do well wasn't because of like Snyder fans. I'm like, no. It was because of Ezra Miller. Like, not that it wasn't a valid reason, but it felt like to me like, oh, word, like it still justifies this movement, and it justifies us being here. Like, yeah, they will do whatever in order to sell it because they want to sell it. They want to make money off it because they know how much of a cash like cow they have. They just don't have the money to remake it. Like, they literally just didn't have the money for it to continue the story. They didn't have the availability to do that. And DeLuca, Pam Abdi, I'm sure they would love to be producers on new Zack Snyder films and new DC films with that quality on there, because they know the quality that he can bring, and they know that's exactly what the market wants right now, is that gritty superhero, grounded, but also epic and connected. Like, we want it all. We want every box to be hit, and Zack Snyder does that. And WBD just couldn't afford it. They just could not afford it. Not that they didn't want to do it, but maybe just weren't smart enough to have the hindsight that it would stick the landing. They took dumb information from Black Adam not doing well, and they used that as their reason to reboot. But I think ultimately the reason why that person hashtag that hashtag back, in 2021, I had the same thought, okay? Because back then there was other Marvel products on there that were outside of the main continuity, and they kicked ass. They were awesome. The Netflix product that comes out of superhero stuff is usually amazing. I had the same thought back then. I was like, yo, it'd be so cool if we had this, but it was done by Netflix, because Netflix does it right. They'll respect that, Zack Snyder. They'll respect that. I had the same thought. I didn't come up with the hashtag or anything like that, but like, it's not an otherworldly concept, right? That's what all I'm saying. Like, it makes sense, and I would love it if Netflix would be the one producing it and making new stuff, because I know that they'll do it well, man. Just seeing Sandman recently, like, oh, chef's kiss. That's like one of the best DC products I've ever seen, bro. So yeah, the possibility of this is crazy. I wonder if Necron's back. Okay. I was like, oh no, we lost him to the Speed Force. But yeah, that's just what I wanted to say about that. Like, it's crazy that we're here now, but it's not surprising, because it makes a lot of sense. If you read the tea leaves, it makes a lot of sense. Like, they want to sell this. They want to make money off of it. It makes sense. You know what I mean?
Totally makes sense, dude. I mean, they had a bomb. They need to get some more money back in the pocket. So
yeah, dude. Do you think they're gonna have to wait till the spring, Sky? As Havoc's saying here, he's saying spring quarter.
Hey, as long as it takes. I'll just say that, as long as it takes.
yeah,
We'll see.
Yeah, and Steven's got a good point. Like, yeah, reading the tea leaves, you put together the 4-hour version of The Flash, all 3 different endings that we've heard about, Zach and Gal talking, that picture, and now with Netflix and WBD, something is in the building. Yeah, absolutely, bro.
Zach signing my poster, them putting Justice League animated on Netflix. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, it's all kind of stuff.
Yeah,
it's all yo.
There's no coincidence, man. This stuff is all done for reasons.
Yeah.
Right?
No coincidence.
Hey, but as I said, we gonna see who was right. We gonna see.
Yeah, bro. And I gotta pull something up quick, and I wanted to, as I'm pulling that up, not that we're done with this conversation, but we're not gonna have too crazy long of a stream, because me and Necron gotta get some rest tonight, being the Eastern guys over here. But I did want to kind of like wrap up our final thoughts about this. We did let us cook really and kind of went in a little bit. So Sky, go ahead. I just did my long diatribe. How are you feeling now going forward in the future with this, the hashtags and the possibility of it? One, but two, and this is my favorite thing. I'll always say this. I love to imagine, to dream, right? So let's dream a little bit. What do you want to see first, if and when this gets sold, besides Justice League 2? What is the first project you want to see in the Snyderverse on Netflix besides Justice League 2? So first, give me your thoughts on the hashtags when we're out, and then dream a little dream with me after that. Go ahead, bro. Oh, he's got a yawn real quick.
He said, "Dream a little dream with me." That was hilarious. But in terms of the hashtags, right? Let me be quite frank with you. All right. This whole time, like, I wouldn't have put this thing out there if I didn't believe that it could work, right? I really did feel like this was the kind of like the Hail Mary at the end of the game, right? For the Zack Snyder fans, right? But throughout this whole time, I've just been kind of getting like more and more resolve, right? As we've gone further, that I think that this thing could really happen. Has there been times where I felt like super drained? Absolutely. In the lead up to the Flash movie, right? That was a time where I was feeling really drained because I was literally like arguing with people that have not seen this movie, that are telling everybody that it does stuff that it doesn't do, right? And I'm arguing with like, Snyder fans, right, about this. And so it was very draining, but I had a conversation with Peely, and it really charged me back up. Like, it really charged me back up. And it put things in perspective, right? Because he was like, dude, like, one, you got to realize that all these people was not fans. This is before everything got really wacky with the fan base turning on Zach and everything and really showing their true colors or whatever, right? But, I was at that point and I was really feeling galvanized after that conversation. But I mean, now, look, I've been waiting for this stream all day long. I've been waiting to come on here and tell y'all like exactly what I was saying earlier, because it's like, well, you guys did exactly what I said. Like, you made yourselves obstacles at every single point that we tried to do anything. Every time we tried to push forward, you guys came and tried to stomp on whatever momentum that we had, right? Be it our trending events, right? The engagement events, Zach signing my poster, right? The full circle stream wackiness that happened, right? The editing of Zach answering a question on podcast, right? Like, there's literally been like all these things that have happened throughout this time frame, and none of them even stopped for 1 second and was like, yo, well, how is this gonna look if this movement ends up being successful, right? Like, and we were really on the wrong side of history on this, and I think that they are. I think that all of these things that they've been saying and doing are gonna be recorded in YouTube and Twitter history and everything. Like, so it ain't going nowhere, nope. Right? Everybody is gonna know exactly where you made your, where you took your stand at, and we'll just see who was right at the end of the day, right? I feel great about the chances that we stand of having this happen. Right, I was watching Still earlier. Still is the homie. He was like, "Yo, I'm not gonna guarantee. Like, I can't guarantee. Man, this shit happening, yo. I believe this is happening. I can say that. Like, ain't no way, man. Ain't no way we didn't came this far, bro. Ain't no way we didn't put in all this work, right? Ain't no way that we didn't fought all these battles. That's why they keep coming over here. That's why they keep coming over here trying to steal your joy, trying to steal the momentum, right? Trying to like latch on and leech off of what we doing. That's why, because this shit is powerful, right? And it's gonna come to fruition, yo. It is. And when it does, right, the people that never wavered, never waned, never like, tried to do anything wacky, y'all gonna be able to be the ones that's gonna really be able to look yourself in the mirror and know that you was doing the right thing and that you was actually being effective, right? Everybody, y'all can get on Twitter or come in here under aliases or whatever. But when you look yourself in the mirror at night, you're gonna have to live with that, right? 100%. And that's not for me to judge. You know what I'm saying? That's between you and whoever you pray to, bro. Like real talk. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, his spot, right? Let them know, Mikey.
Let them know.
Man, they don't got no clue, yo. Man, y'all think I've been dancing now, right? Y'all think, man, look, when this news drop, I'm a cut a jig up here. You know what I'm saying? Right? Oh my goodness. That's gonna be crazy. Hey.
I'll just be like this.
Hey.
Dude, we've been dancing to a party,
look,
bro.
Yeah. So look, that's all that I got to say on that, because yo, we pushing forward, yo. This thing is moving forward. We driving engagement. We doing cartoons and cereal. You know what I'm saying? Like this is gonna be super dope. And in terms of dream projects, yo, man, I want that man of tomorrow, yo.
I was gonna say, let me give you some of the examples that people put.
Hey,
you like that?
With that trophy, right? Yeah.
Right. We got this, some people said the haircut. That'd be nice. Havoc wants the 4
man.
Yeti cut, bro.
Nah, bro. Hey, look, why don't y'all keep hashtagging for the haircut when they about to screen the Schumacher cut already for free in a theater? They making David Ayer show his shit on a laptop.
Yeah.
Right? And they come right out. Oh yeah, screenings, Schumacher cut twice for free.
For free, bro. What?
Right? Like, man, come on, yo.
30 years later.
So Wonder Woman 3, you feel Wonder Woman 3? That one I like. I'd like to see Wonder Woman 3. If it has the Trinity movie that we were speculated to get with Superman and Batfleck in there, that'd be cool. I'd like that. You got any ideas though that you look? What are you looking forward to? This mother.
He knows what.
Do I have?
Hey.
Hold on a second, bro. Hold on a second, bro.
Hey.
He comes in like this, bro.
No matter what we do, we're not going to be able to fix this. No! Nobody dies!
Boom! What's good, Leon?
Yes, sir.
I didn't have it ready. That was on me. What's good, homie? How you doing? Late ass motherfucker.
Yeah, right. Late ass Leon.
You already know. It's my specialty. Man.
I'm glad that he made it though, because he needed to be here for this conversation, bro.
We need you to cook on this, bro. It feels like you're ready to. Did you just come off the grapple hook and just?
I'll be right back.
Yeah, I've been briefed. I was like, really? So this what we doing? I was like, wow. Give me 1 second.
You're good, bro. You're good. So yeah, that was. I'm gonna have to get that. I'm gonna cut that drop up for you coming out of the just opening the wings, woof into the stream. What's good? Leon's here. Everyone's saying hi in the chat. Real talk saying hi. Mama Bear saying hi. Real talk. I knew it. That's hilarious. Steve saying hi. Happy saying hi. Yeah, man. It's nice to get the cool table complete and see the complete square. All 4 of us here to really talk on this, because I feel like we were able to. But while you're getting ready, we still need Necron's thoughts on this, and I want you to kind of give your final thoughts on where you feel like we're at now with this news coming out. Do you feel any differently? And how you feel going forward in the future with this stuff? And the dream a little dream with me. What are you looking forward to most besides Zack Snyder's Justice League 2?
All right. Well, I want to do Austin is let's just do a little trip down memory lane. All the checkpoints that we had with this, right?
Let's do it.
Sky creates the hashtags. They pretty much become fire right off the bat.
Yep.
You know, everybody's hashtagging it. It's a great idea. And yes, he created it. He made the momentum for it.
Yep.
You know, it was Sky and Leon. Sky and Leon. And then, you know, they had some other people help them out too. We're not gonna get into all that. But then we said, let's make the shirts for AFSP. And we're like, all right, let's do that. So, you know, we designed the shirts. The shirts are designed. We talked to the people over there at Ink to the People.
Yep.
And I asked them, hey, is it cool that we put, you know, sell ZSJL to Netflix and all that on there? And the guy was like, well, let me talk to Zach's people. And I was like, oh, shit. All right.
Wesley, right? Wesley, we fucking met him at Full Circle.
Yeah, the man said Wesley, who is one of his main assistant. Exactly. So he has like direct communication.
That's crazy.
Direct. Necron. Like that's like Zach's right hand man, bro. Like
he's a favorite. He's a favorite among like the people in Full Circle. Man, they were going crazy for him.
These guys want to do this. Is it cool? Zach says, well, maybe just put Cell. You know, don't put the company name. You see a theme coming here? And we come back, and basically this is approval from Zack Snyder telling us to put Snyderverse, you know, Cell ZSJ.
Yeah, was that like a Sunday night? I remember you hitting me up like, oh, bro, we got to change the logo again. I'm like, okay, shit, what does that have to be?
So and then I send them your new redesign. They approve it. They approve it. Zack Snyder approves it through Wesley.
Yep.
I get everybody their due. They approve it. So this is the first thumbs up, you know, like official thumbs up from Zach's people. That's a big deal, because they could easily told us, no, don't do any of this. Actually, you know, we don't want to be involved in this. They're not, you know, technically, but you know what I mean. They could just like said, this is not.
Yeah, they could have said no, dude. That was like the moment of truth when you
and they know, as you know, Zack Snyder fans, we would respect their decision on that. So yeah, man, that's a big freaking deal that we got, you know. And then let's fast forward to Full Circle. Zach's and Skiiwalker's famous moment. Zach says again, sell it. Sell. Hashtag sell. Another huge. Right there. You see it on Sky's avatar. Right there, man.
Right above Necron's head.
Right there. Zach said sell it. What, even, you know, we're getting so many messages here. And I can't even remember how many wins we got. You know, I'm just remembering the big freaking main ones.
Yeah.
And the last big win breaking last night. So, you know, WB is selling IPs and Max originals to Netflix. I don't know if the map ain't mapping in your head, but it's mapping in my head that this is all a trajectory that seems to be leading to. Do I need to say it? Do I need to say it, everyone? Is it that confusing where this is leading to? Where this trajectory is going? Dude, it's going to Netflix. Give it a listen, dude. I don't even know what the hell, dude. I'm just like, dude, I don't even know. It's so obvious, dude. Like, it's like smacking you in the face, man. It's going, dude. It's just going to be a matter of time. Everybody just keep being positive, stay positive. I know I'm like probably the worst to stay positive, but I try to, man. Well, it's such a fucking cool thing. And speak on these jackasses who come in here and talk shit. And it must suck just to go through your life just being a reactor. Can you imagine just going through your life? Everything you do, you react. You have no idea what it's like to create or do or make something cool. You just react. I don't know how to do anything else but react. What the fuck, man? I can't imagine being like that. I like to create. Austin likes to create.
Yep.
Sky likes to create. Batman, he's creating something all the time. I just don't know what it is, but he's up to something. So I mean, it must just
my R&D department's always up to no good.
Yo, trust me. Hey, Batman's always working on something. Trust me, 100%.
But I mean, this to be this lame reactor to everything because you're jealous or you're mad that your rival is just blowing you away. Well, maybe you start to react and maybe get off your fat ass and do something yourself and make something cool. Make a movement.
Do something, bro.
Do something with your life instead of just being a reactor.
Bro, you're absolutely right, man. Contribute something. I don't know. Maybe, and this is something I heard all the time growing up from my mom. Are you going to be a productive member of society today? And I feel like a lot of people just aren't. They just contribute to do nothing. And maybe I think we lost Skiiwalker to Speed Force. Oh, there he is. He was in the Sideways Force. That's what was happening. But yeah, I completely agree with you, man. They don't do anything but react and just they want to tear everybody else down. That's not a viable means of being productive, man. There's nothing efficient or effective about that. All that does is just prey on the negativity sells argument, and everyone is swayed by clickbait, and the clickbait has made it to our chats. You know what I'm saying? Like, a clickbait has made it to our live chat rooms of people trying to get us to react and go, oh my God, say these crazy things and have us going crazy. It's like, it's everywhere, man. It's everywhere. It's all fake. I said a few weeks ago, we're being catfished by the majority of the Snyder fandom, and what's out there now, like all the people shown of catfishing, it's hilarious, man. If you have logical eyes, like you said, if the math is mathing for you, it's pretty obvious to see 1 + 1 = 2. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's pretty obvious to me. And I'm gonna go ahead and read the back chat now.
Yeah, you gotta read it.
Do you wanna intro the homie Leon, because he's got a cook on this.
Leon, I really want to hear your take, bro, because I had a lot to say earlier, right? It's wacky stuff, man. Like, after this news broke, right? This streaming shocker, right? That WBD is going to be licensing projects over to Netflix, right? Or that they're talking about it, right? After you have that happen, right? So speak to that, but then you also apparently have some people out there that say, yo, like, this is a stolen idea now, right? So now we stole the idea, Leon. Not only did I steal the question from full circle, but we cornered Zack Snyder, right? Like, we still cornered Zack Snyder, right? Like, I stole questions, bro. I assaulted somebody in the parking lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Crazy, right? right?
Right. So, can you speak to, sir, one?
That's Zach pointing to me saying, "Police, he's right here." This is the guy.
He's apprehend him.
Number one, please say, please face. No, I was kidding, bro. When they got caught, bro, because they were all kidnapped.
The only one. Hey, and if y'all want to know why I look so serious, it's because Leon and Seal had to prop me up.
Bro, because he was
You know what I'm saying? I was sick as hell that day, bro. Y'all ain't have no idea.
I thought you were just me mugging for the picture, bro. I didn't know you
were alive, bro. Leon, see, they ain't even know, bro. Right? They ain't even know.
So yeah, that man Sky was. Yeah, Superman needed Batman that day. That was crazy. Me and Sil was like, nah, if we gotta throw you over our shoulder, bro, your ass is coming. Let's go.
Hey, Leon and Sil definitely held me down, bro, in a big way.
I had to take the man's whip, bro. Like I was going through. Yeah. I was hauling ass. I said, Sky, I looked at him, I said, you good with me hauling ass? He said, bro, do your thing. I was gone, bro. I was like BVS mode.
Yeah. So, yeah, bro, look. Go ahead and give your take. Can you speak to the just the news in and of itself? And yes, and apparently now this was a stolen idea. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know, man.
I want to ask about okay, so with the news, because I didn't read the articles yet. I've been busy as hell. Was there any information in the articles that pointed to something that kind of stuck out to you guys that I should touch on real quick?
Yeah, that there
and movies. I wanted to say that they said shows and movies. Some people might say,
shows and movies, bro. Right?
Originals, and the one that they talked about specifically, just it spanned 5 seasons. And when it ended was in 2021. So I felt that was very specific things that stuck out to me that I want to mention to you for sure.
That's what's up. Because when I hear that they're specifically naming shows and movies like that, like I said, I haven't read it yet. But what I'm guessing is that they're in such a mode of desperation, right? Which is great. That they're finally figuring out we can't F around anymore. You know, we're putting out big budget things in theaters and it's just not cooking anymore. So if people are willing to step up and purchase this stuff, you know, buy it as we sell it, then we got to do what we got to do. And we're not going to be pigeonholing ourselves or playing semantics or being in particulars. We're going to sell whatever the fuck we got. TV shows, movies, cartoons, donuts, cereal, shoes, socks. Whatever we got to sell to get out of debt, that's what we got to do. So that's awesome. And that's, you know, that's why the sell movement was born. Not out of some 2021 hashtag that didn't get it cooking. And listen, I'm going to be bouncing back and forth between that article and this and the topic and this and that situation, right? I'm not knocking anybody who came up with hashtags first. The guy who released the Snyder Cut, he didn't come up with that first, but we all acted like he did. You know, what happens is it's about the innovation, not necessarily the originality, quote unquote, right? You know, Jordan wasn't the first person to come up with the fadeaway jump shot. The fadeaway jump shot was just frowned upon. Jordan was the first one to make that shit make sense and turn it into a championship winning, amazing, GOAT-worthy shot to win 2 3-peats. See, that's what we did. That's what Sky and myself did. We innovated the fucking fadeaway shot. And now we're winning championships.
Hey, I wish that I would have known about that. And 2, I wish that would have been like the original hashtag, right? Because that's where I was like, yo, man, like, look, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we're going to say that stuff was stolen, could it have at least been what the original thought was? Right? Like,
and I was gonna expound on that too. The base, our movement is called hashtag sell ZSJL to Netflix. That's what the movement is called, right? Obviously, the conversation of the Snyderverse is a part of the conversation. But Sky's original thought was basically get Zach's baby back to Zach, right? He called it ZSJL because we're talking about the sequels. We're not going to say ZSJL 2, 3, 4. No. I came up with the second hashtag. Yes, me, Leon, of the New Geekz, came up with the second hashtag because I know how this fandom thinks. Everybody that is a part of this thing, y'all know this. This sounds like nothing to you. It sounds like the same shit I've been saying. You already know this. I came up with that because I know how much this fandom likes the hashtag, and we've seen it lately. Y'all have resurrected Restore to no avail, right? On Twitter, that is. Y'all have resurrected all sorts of different hashtags that have been to no avail on Twitter, right? And because Sky came up with hashtag #SellZSL, which is the idea, that's the representation of the idea, I wanted to come up with another hashtag that can block out potential BS. Because the way a lot of these platforms, social media platforms work, they work in pairs when it comes to hashtags and trends. So I was like, well, instantaneously, I'm like, all right, boom, this sounds great. So shout out to the guy who posted that in 2021. That's what's up. If he rocks with Cell, more power to him. I see he's interacting with some weirdos. He might want to not, because at the end of the day, the innovation is what won out. And the original idea is still the original idea that Sky came up with, and I helped to refine. It doesn't change anything. It changes zero. It changes nothing. No one stole anything. I didn't know this person existed. I didn't know that hashtag was posted. It's all good.
And when I searched my hashtag before I tweeted it out, I didn't see anything. Right?
Right. And when I tweeted what I tweeted out, hashtag sell Snyderverse and Netflix, I didn't go Googling or searching. I just posted it because that's what people do. Just like the guy who released the Snyder Cut, he didn't go searching if that existed first. No, he posted it thinking that he came up with a brilliant idea, right? Like, it is what it is. And then from there, he was known as the guy who said the brilliant thing first. Well, Sky actually came up with a brilliant idea and came up with a hashtag that wasn't a replica of anything. My hashtag
is documented, man. It's documented, right. Yo. Like,
my hashtag is just as important, and it only adds to the idea because we needed to get a little more specific off the bat. This changes nothing, and I don't understand how we're confusing a cricket moment. And again, I'm not knocking anybody. A cricket moment though versus a parade. When the idea was dropped on Sky's channel and it went viral, and it continues to trend and go viral in these nerd geek film spaces, right?
It was trending today, right? I saw that hashtag that people said didn't make sense, right, Leon? I heard my hashtag.
They said Sky's hashtag didn't make no sense, and all they wanted to do was try to go to mine or create another one. So that's what it's. But now all of a sudden we're thieves. Get the fuck out of here. Because listen, at the end of the day, man, not one person. Let me ask you, Sky. You know, I'm gonna take your line. This is me and you right now, right? Right. This is me and you, right?
I got you, bro. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let me ask you a question, bro.
Mm-hmm.
When you came up with the idea, and I helped to refine it, and it went fucking crazy, right?
Immediately.
Right? It went crazy. Do you remember anybody in your DMs? Do you remember anybody in your DMs saying, I came up with this first, or this guy came up with this first, and you guys, you remember that? No, right?
Negative.
figured.
Never happened.
Yeah, never happened to me. Not even once. Not even once.
Never.
And I mean, I'm pretty sure.
Not until wait. You want to know when it did happen, Leon? But it wasn't even DM though. It was a tag on Twitter. It happened earlier today after this news came out.
Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? That's where I was going with that. It's funny how you knew that, right? Interesting. News drops that WBD is fucking desperate to sell everything. Now all of a sudden, this guy came up with this. Not even the guy who posted that hashtag in 2021 said anything.
Right?
And I'm pretty sure his ass has seen what we've been doing.
Hey, right? What if he just forgot he put the hashtag out? Which would
be even more interesting, right? Right?
Maybe that's
you have a quote-unquote premonition. Like you've seen that word floating around, right?
And that'd be dope. That'd be dope, right? Like, see, and here's the wild part, right? If this whole situation would have been like brought to the forefront properly, you know what I'm saying? Then like we could have had that conversation or whatever, 100%. Right? Could have brought the dude on the stream.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Highlighted him, did a whole bunch of stuff, right? But you know, you see what goes on though. You see what goes on, and it's like, okay, so now we just gonna keep on doing what we doing.
Yep, 100%, man.
We're not gonna stop for anybody.
Yeah, no, I don't know what anybody that is against us that's trying to use that moment in 2021 that nobody paid attention to. I hope they're not trying to. You know, I hope they don't think that this is a W. Like it's gonna be the same thing. You try us, and nothing happens. You've done nothing. You've done nothing. You've done nothing. At the end of the day, this is still hashtag sell ZSJ on Netflix. Hashtag sell Snyderverse on Netflix, and this changes nothing. If anything, what you have done is you have proven that our idea is the shit and you were against us all along because you hate us. Because now all of a sudden, when you think you found the originator, now all of a sudden the idea is great and it's good and we stole it. Isn't that funny? You damn hypocrites. I find that interesting, right?
They told us, bro, it didn't make sense. They said the hashtag didn't make sense. They asked us, did we even ask Zach? Right? Because they obviously asked Zach before they do anything, right? Right. But even after I asked Zach, it still didn't matter, right? Like, right? You know what I'm saying? They still wasn't rocking with hashtag sell. Zach signed my poster the way that he did. They still wasn't rocking with hashtag sell, right? And then now, all of a sudden, it's starting to, and them chickens are starting to come home to roost, and now all of a sudden it's like, oh, but see, that wasn't even their idea though. That's why. That's why.
So wait.
That's why.
So Sky, you stole the idea. I helped you steal the idea and refine it. You stole the ROEs. I helped you refine and steal the ROEs. I stole the excommunicado. Basically, the I guess you call it I guess a memoranda. What do we call it? A public service announcement. Whatever you want to call it. I stole that. You know, we stole all those streams and spaces. You know, we're giving all these brilliant ideas and keeping the fandom in check, and you know, we just stole all this shit, right? We stole everything, all this work that's being done. It's not being done by us or Necron or Austin or Sil or anybody else behind the scenes. No. It's this one. Yeah, we're just stealing it from this one thing in 2021. We stole it all. It's all stolen.
Doesn't matter everything else that happened.
Yeah. Not at all, bro.
That's irrelevant. You just stole it.
Yeah, exactly. Hey,
He just stole it.
question.
That's crazy, bro.
Question to the panel. Where's that guy who came up with the fadeaway jump shot? It's crazy. Where's that guy? And all the coaches who yelled at that guy because when he did it, it sucked. Because he was doing it wrong, and you can't do a fadeaway until Georgia did
Somebody
it.
claimed you Facebooked them, right? Yeah, you think that, right?
Hey, that's perfect.
Facebooked them, right?
That's
That
perfect.
means hashtag sell is popping. Facts.
Yep.
Facts.
Facts.
Yep.
That's
You
what
ain't
happened.
did nothing until they didn't said you stole it all. That's we have arrived, Sky.
Bro, we was wacky, didn't make no sense.
Yep.
Wasn't gonna
Practice.
never work. Wasting time.
Yep.
Right?
Stupid.
Don't know what we
They
talking
called us
about.
stupid
Yeah.
Stupid, right? Yeah.
when they couldn't come up with anything clever. You're stupid. You're an idiot. You're retarded. You're a moron. You live in a basement. You get no pussy.
Yo,
All this bullshit.
I had on pajamas, right? They said that I had on pajamas, and then now, oh my God, he stole the idea. That's wild.
One of the biggest things that we heard was, this is as close as you'll get to Zach. Remember that?
Oh my God.
Oh yeah,
As
yeah. I
close
remember
as
that.
As
Interesting.
close as I'll ever get.
Yep.
I was pretty close.
Yep.
I was-
Hell, me and Debbie were cheek to cheek.
Right?
Like, she's an amazing person.
Facts.
Hell, me and
Yo.
Zach were cheek to cheek. Shit.
Right? That's what I'm saying, right? Like, yo.
You know, like that's hey. And that's
Somebody
only one
get this guy
picture.
out of here.
I have so many pictures with Zach.
Get this guy out of here, right?
Mhm.
Somebody get
They
this
caught
guy out
candid shots.
of here.
Look at this guy just chilling with the man himself. Candidly. Just hanging out. Look at Zach just chilling, talking to him. They have get the fuck out of here, man. Hey, but that's as
I got
close
his
as
arm
you'll
around
ever.
my shoulder, bro.
Bro.
Debbie's forehead was on my cheek, bro. Like, what you talking about, bro?
And this is not disrespectful comments. This is just how comfortable these people were with
We
us.
was chilling. It was all love in the building, bro. It was all love.
Yep.
Like, what are we, bro? Like, oh my God.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, man, there's a clear separation of types. I'll just leave it at that, man. Like, it just is, bro.
Tell me why.
There's that type of shit. There's people like the ones we're discussing who try to say we're liars and thieves. Like you said, Necron, you said it amazingly when you said, you know, these people sit around not creating anything. They just react. Like they're probably listening to me right now, reacting,
Oh yeah. They'll react.
you know, talking shit. Not even realize, like, bro, I was out tonight, had an amazing night. Not gonna get into the details. I'll tell y'all later. But a dope night, and I'm like, man. And I'm like, man. I get a DM from one of the homies. You know what I'm saying? And she's like, "Yo, the boys are on." And I'm like, "What happened?" She fills me in. I just started laughing, bro. Like, this is funny as shit, man. Like, these people have no life. So, and I'm like, I come from partying, doing my thing, you know, nothing crazy, just, you know, having a good old fancy Bruce Wayne of a time. And I'm like, I come back to hear this shit. People with no lives who constantly are on our jock trying to find something. Well, you did it. You shot your last bullet, hopefully, right? And you missed again.
Bro,
Crazy.
like,
You got some
Oh, yo.
stormtrooper ops, bro.
hey, look. I don't know if y'all ever played GoldenEye, right? But it's this gun called the Golden Gun, right? Where, yo, it's a one-hit kill, but you only get one shot, and it take a long time to reload. Y'all got a golden gun and can't hit us with it. Like, this is crazy. You just keep bow, and it's like damn, and then you keep trying to take hella long to reload. You find some narrative.
Your homie
You know
got
what I'm
you.
saying?
Your homie got you by that time, bro. If you
Right?
miss it, you better run, bro. You better
That's
run
a
away.
perfect analogy too.
That's perfect because that's how I used to. That's how you would have to play with that gun, bro. You shoot your shot, you miss, you gotta run away. You gotta run away.
And that's what happens, bro.
You know, come back again. I miss again. You gotta go run away. Reload. The whole time
Man.
like, yo, you gonna hit once, bro?
We knew these people wasn't shit, right? When they had to go get backup from people that they don't even rock with on a daily to go handle Syl, right? Like the few of them got into a room with other motherfuckers that they don't even rock with like that, and Syl bodied them like Batman in the warehouse scene. And I'm like, so what y'all got? Y'all got a tweet from 2021? What the fuck's that supposed to do? Y'all couldn't handle one grown man in one stream, one space by yourself, bro. He was 1v1ing y'all.
It was 109, bro. Literally, Spaces allows 10 people. It was 109.
But check how gangster it is, right? He owned the room so much that he 1v1 them. It was 1-on-9, and he was like, "Nah, bitch, I got you." Headlock, I got you. Kick to the chest. And y'all think y'all gonna come up with, yo, do better, bruh. Please. You know what you could have did? You could have made a fake tweet that said #sells ZSJ on the Netflix. And you would have done way better doing that. Y'all would have made, oh man, what the fuck? Oh wow. You would have stumbled us for a bit. What did you do? You came up with Soul Snyder versus this guy. It got 20 likes.
Bruh, and
10 of them bitches probably came today. Come on, bro. Fuck out of here. I'm not trying to hear from nobody who ain't set the earth ablaze for this fandom, dog. I'm sorry. We done been out here. We done been out here in these streets, dog. We doing the work. I don't give a fuck what nobody says, man. This is our shit. And you can either get down or lay down. And for all the betas and the haters, fuck off. Or just keep doing what you're doing, because actually you're fueling what we're doing. You just put another battery in my back. I appreciate it, you damn lames. And I don't know. I just advise you to get a life and a therapist. I don't know. I got nothing else to say on the topic. I'll end it like this because I know the homies got to get some rest, including myself. I'm going to say this about the most important topic, which is the cell. Yo, we're almost there. I can feel it, bro. Like, this is what happened with the Flash is unfortunate.
Hey, I'm going to talk to y'all after this stream. Real talk.
100%. It's unfortunate what happened to the Flash. You know, it's getting run down. You know, it's another lesson in what happens with Warner Brothers lately in the modern day era of Warner Brothers. That's what it is, right? But it's also an opportunity for #Cell, because these same betas were telling us that because of what's happening with the Flash, that it's over for us. But it's like, no, motherfuckers, like, the multiverse is open, Snyderverse has been acknowledged, etc., etc. This has never been an affecting for Cell. If anything, the price has been adjusted in favor of Netflix scooping up the Snyderverse.
Right.
So stop it. This is amazing. And it's not a coincidence that this huge article that details strategies and what they're going to do, is no coincidence that it happened after this. Because we know what kind of articles would have been had if Flash was successful. Right?
Absolutely.
This changes everything. So #Cell is the move, the most effective move, and it's the only move left on the chessboard. That's all I got.
Facts, dude. Now it is, bro. You couldn't have said it better.
Oh, yeah.
And just so for your work, because I know you've been busy in a good way. Deadline came out with the article, and Variety came out with an article to back it up. And then Kim Masters from THR like retweeted a quote tweeted and is like, "This is big news. This is big news." So yeah, man, multiple confirmations of this.
I just gotta say one more thing based on what you just said, bro.
Yep.
I don't think these people understand, man. They have been selling IPs. Why is it big news now? Think about it, people.
And the people saying that is important too.
Hey, breathe it in. It's fear.
Yeah, that's fear. That's fear. And I see it, Betas. I know you bleed. I don't have to ask if you bleed. I know you do.
Men are brave. yo, man. Let's get out of here, yo.
What the fuck? they bleed. Of course they bleed, bro. They bruise getting into bed, homie. You know what I mean? Got bed sores and shit. Come on now. Yeah.
Y'all got bed bugs and shit. Go clean your room.
Worry about what we doing, bro. Get the hell out of here, bro. It's crazy. And the I will say I did see, you know, the initial like the attempt of the golden gun shot, right? But the aim was off originally because the old hashtag that was put out was Sell the Snyderverse, and the one that they hashtagged in their tweet saying "aha" was Sells the SJL. So I guess you didn't even read the old tweet because
dumb
hashtags don't even fucking match. Dumb, dude. Yeah, straight up just dumb. Straight up just dumb. So yeah,
I'm gonna be honest.
And it was
that
and
idea.
it was like some other hashtag like buy.
Yeah,
was it like
a bunch of shit?
Yeah,
A whole bunch of shit.
What the fuck? Like, come on,
And
man.
it's like, again, not knocking the guy. That's cool, great. The idea is only important after we had no hope.
Right.
No hope. The opportunity to have that idea be broadcast and set ablaze was right there. And the only person who said anything was Sky.
Yeah, and it was.
And y'all had a week.
Y'all think I saw that tweet? Oh, a year and a half later?
Yeah.
Like, bruh, come on, man. Like,
and the algorithm just popped that shit up for Sky, bro.
right? You know what I'm saying? Right? It had nothing to do with me fucking hearing fucking hallelujah and calling Leon and talking about everything and right? Like it had nothing to do with none of that, Leon.
Bro,
nothing to do with none of that, bro.
We ain't gonna have this
crazy
history nowadays, bro. Nah. Set the
this
story.
Is crazy.
Hey, finish off, Leon. What were you gonna say?
No, that's pretty much it, bro. Like, we're the innovators, and that's that. You know, that guy's welcome to come on board and use the hashtags properly, follow those ROEs, and use positivity. Don't mention WBD or James Gunn, and you know, use both hashtags. You know, hey, these are the rules, a part of the movement that we created. Point blank. That's how I'll end that.
Boom. Those two.
Yes.
Boom.
Fuck out of here, bro. That's crazy.
Crazy, man.
Crazy.
That's wild, bro.
Let's do round robin real quick. Thank you all for being here, by the way. Everyone in the chat, and you guys on the panel, first and foremost. Thanks for holding it down. Obviously, it's nice when I have co-hosts. I can be like, yo, I gotta go to the bathroom quick. Hold it down. And it's nice where it's like the stream doesn't even trip. You know, the show goes on. So thank you guys. This group here, right?
He said he's stuck in the speed for it. He said, where is he finished up? He said, where is his movement? In his mind. Come on.
Straight up, dude. Straight up. And
well done.
It's wild. It's wild, man. I just wanted to say thanks, though, and to everyone. Like, let's not forget that this did take a crap ton of work to even get here, right? The seeds had to be planted. It reminds me of Inception, and that's why I put those clips in for a night shift, because like you planted the seed, man. If it, not for the idea, right? Other people have had the idea, but their seeds didn't like grow. They didn't take root. Like your seed actually took root, it grew, and it's continuing to grow. You know what I'm saying? So like it goes a long way. All of the effort that you put in, Leon, Necron, obviously. Thank you from me to you guys. I gotta say that publicly, for everything that you guys do and inspiring me to continue to like make art. Because a lot of times I'm making stuff, I'm like, oh, this is taking forever. It's so hard, but I gotta do it. Like I gotta finish it, because I'm like, what I have is I always think about, well, what, like, I want to see your guys' reactions, right? And that's why I even asked you guys like last night. I'm like, yo, I didn't get a reaction. Can I get a reaction? A little reaction for a struggling artist? But like that's what I live off of, man. And even like the chat, everyone in the chat too. So before we have you guys promo what you guys got coming up, I wanted to put up what we got coming up. And Necron, if you're still there, paging Necron, bro. We got something coming up on Saturday.
I think he's still AFK, so
Okay.
we just go ahead and
We'll just tell
plug it
him.
now. Yeah.
This was one of my favorite projects to make. This poster right here for Cartoons of Serial 2, man. Cartoons of Serial 2, and we're starting Justice League Unlimited, bro. I'm so hyped. This storyline, this through line is so sick. How expansive this universe gets is so sick. To have the opportunity to watch this with all you guys in the chat, man, I'm so excited. And yes, if you didn't hear the news, start spreading the news. Oh, thank you, Mama Bear. Start spreading the news. This is on Necron's channel. So if you don't have Necron, it's youtube.com/@the_Snyder_family. At the Snyder family. He's been a Snyder fan. Oof, but maybe he is a Snyder. Oh, no, I'm just kidding.
Man, yo, it's so funny because like we was going back and forth on like where cartoons and serial was going to be because I was trying to get it on Leon's channel, but I had already talked to Necron. I was like, yo, in case Leon can't do it, just see if you can do it. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, all right, I'll see what's up. And he just hit us in the chat, was like, yo,
I'm doing it.
I'm doing it. I was like, oh, fuck it.
He just came in.
Thank you, Necron, for coming through in the clutch, bro.
I was like, hey, fuck it. Like, you know, that's where it is. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I'm super excited. I love this show. And
amazing.
Oh, thanks, bro.
Yeah, this is his best cartoons and serial poster yet. Most definitely. So be there. Yo, I'm gonna try to be there on time because I really want to see this show. And right, we gotta pick up where we left off at after that betrayal. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't over that. I'm still salty,
From that
bro.
damn pigeon.
Right? Come on, man. Yo, I don't mess with no birds over here, right? I was calling her a bird, right? Right? Nah, man. Look, so yeah, I'm super excited for cartoons and serial this weekend. I'm super excited to be engaging with Netflix, right? Because this is what Sales ZSJL to Netflix does. We engage with Netflix in an effective way, right? And this is why they over there negotiate. You see, because look, ain't it so funny, right? Because everybody been saying this whole time, y'all. I don't know about y'all, but I've been noticing this. Everybody kept saying, yo, but when are they going? I mean, are they actually negotiating with Netflix? Right? Like, I mean, are they actually negotiating with them though? You know, like, but now we know they are.
Yeah, right. Do you think
right now we know they are, right?
You think they just went into the supermarket or whatever, like the content market, and just like picked up one Justice League Unlimited and one Justice League, and like they just went through without WBD knowing shit? Like, you think that's
they just don't keep picking up one thing? Hey, they keep picking up one thing and walking out, and they like, yo, they're never gonna notice that I'm just building a whole fucking library over here, right?
You know what's goofy? I just realized something. I asked the dumbest question. I said, "What was the thing that stuck out?" Motherfucker, the thing that stuck out is they specifically named Netflix as the thing. That's mind-boggling right there.
Yeah,
they named Netflix as the specific platform and entity that Warner Brothers is selling shit to, bro. That's the fucking thing that stuck out.
Right, it wasn't anything else.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
You're right. I
Like,
felt
it just hit me up as we're talking, as y'all talking. I'm laughing. I'm like, wait, hold on.
I
That's a
failed
stupid fucking question.
I failed the
Who-
test.
who- You know what I'm saying? Like
You're
the
right.
epiphany is because you know why? Because I'm always thinking like, yeah, I get it. Like they sell IPs and it's cool that they're saying this and the article is important because of the timing. But I'm like, wait, no, it's not just the timing. And yes, they've sold IPs, but no, this they named Netflix, bro. That's the thing. That's it. That's it. That's why you betas got mad.
Yep.
I hope somebody else came up with the hashtag. I hope somebody, please bring us more. Bring us more dumbass tweets, please. I can't wait. In the meantime,
He said that's why he got mad because they named Netflix.
yes, they didn't say Amazon. They didn't say Peacock. They didn't say fucking Tubi. They didn't say fucking hell. They didn't even say fucking what's another one, man? Anyway, I can go on. They didn't even name HBO Max. I was playing.
Bruh,
I'm joking.
Bruh, the math is mathing. You're absolutely right, Retro Nerd Girl. The math is mathing. Because they said Netflix, and that's all we've been doing.
Yep.
That's all we've been pumping the engagement to, bro. Come on. Like, how many posters, man, I've been made? I have the Netflix logo, like, saved to my each of my, like, my phone, my computer. Like, I've been using this all day, every day. And they're smart about what they do and how they cater to their fan bases. Not only do they hire and work with great directors and great creatives, sure, they have their shortcomings like any studio does. But one thing you cannot say about Netflix is they don't do fan service and they don't serve their fans well. And also that they totally understand how the engagement works on their platform, right? So the fact that we made it a point to be like, yo, let's watch this every Saturday. Let's everyone watch it. If you're not able to catch us at the time, hit the replay crew on it and watch along with us afterwards. Like, it is directly seen by them on their platform. So yeah, it makes total sense. Like, to Netflix is coming out also and being like, I guess multiple sources have been able to say this. Somebody told somebody to leak this, and Netflix has to know now that it would behoove them not to get this. Like, directly after the announcement is made, all of this stuff is trending on Twitter and elsewhere. But
even my wacky hashtag, right, Austin, was trending earlier.
Right. I saw that too, bro. It's a couple thousand tweets in a day. Like, no big deal, bro. And
wackiness.
We're going to continue to show them, as you guys see here, we're going to continue to show them the engagement and what we want and what we desire. Like, how sick would it be to give Zack Snyder literally a playground and say, hey, you know, we have this now. This is the Elseworlds, like, Snyderverse. And all we want really is, like, yeah, definitely want Zack Snyder's Justice League 2 and 3. But, like, how we get there and what happens in between those, like, he might be given the free reign. And why would we not want that? Why will we not push for that? Why will we not show Netflix, if it's been announced that they're the ones who want to buy it and they're also buying HBO Max originals? Oh, why will we not show them? You're like, yes, do it. And this is why. Because tons of engagement. I mean, just from our streams alone, people have had to, like, get their own Netflix because they got kicked off the duplicate account. Like, just from our streams alone, bro, just to follow along and watch with us, people have had to sign up and get Netflix. Like, so yeah, it makes the most sense. The math is mathing, Retro No Girl. The math is absolutely mathing. And I hope to see everyone in the chat there this Saturday on Necron's channel. It was on Sky's first, then it was on mine, then it's on Necron's. So you know who we're ending season 2 of Justice League Unlimited with. And we'll probably mess this up, right? To me, this feels like season 3 of Justice League. and the last season is you know what I'm saying. So I'm just excited for this. I'm excited to get into it. I'm excited to meet more characters. I read the first like half of the season as far as like the episode names and just a brief description. And I'm like, oh, right, that episode. Oh, right, that episode. So like, I'm super excited to see all this stuff on Saturday and experience it again with you guys. Real Snyder fans, man. Real Snyder fans. So that's my piece on that. We went in on that. Thank you guys for enjoying the poster with me. That was one of the funnest ones I've done, man. I think I'm going to get that printed out, honestly. But what do you guys got coming up? We'll go ahead, Sky, with you first. And if unless Necron's back, we'll get Necron go first. Okay, he said, don't stop. All right, just plug cartoons and cereal. You got it, Necron. We did it. So Pandora's Box was earlier before the stream. If you didn't watch it, go back. Retro Nerd Girl was on there, actually, and they did an in-depth breakdown on John Carpenter. I got to watch the
Hey.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Which one? Oh, him as a director?
Yeah, him as a director. It's a super fire episode.
I'm watching the shit out of that after this.
Yeah. It gotta be the
super fire. Retro
I love
was
John
like,
Carpenter.
she was such a perfect fit for that episode. We was actually talking about that backstage before Austin pulled up. Yeah, like it was such a dope episode, and she added so much to that conversation. So if you're a fan of John Carpenter at all, or if you just want to learn, go check that stream out because it was fantastic.
Yeah,
really, two thumbs up. Real talk.
That's what's up.
A genuine viewer and listener, yeah. And since we mentioned that, if you're on the replay crew, I'll have to add that in the description as well. And that's the whole Syndicate network, bro. Cool table. We got this
100%.
multiple shows, multiple content, talking about different stuff, going into different stuff, and bringing in different people like Retro Nergo. So thank you for being here. Thanks for going through earlier and talking with the boys and hopping in. Also, previously, she just hopped in with Sky. Wasn't she hopping with you the other night? She was on another stream I saw. She just popped in out of nowhere, which is cool. So, yeah, man, definitely hit up Pandora's Box if you haven't. Subscribe to Necron after you watch that video if you're not, so you can be back for Cartoons and Cereal on Saturday. And Sky, what you got coming up? I know night shift is tomorrow. Is that correct?
Man, it's a lot, yo. Night shift is no, I was joking. Night shift is tomorrow. Man, look, I've been doing a lot of streaming, y'all. I've been doing a lot of streaming, but I love it. You know what I'm saying? So, night shift is tomorrow, right? Be on the lookout for that. Me and Mikey bringing that gangster fire, yo. I love that yo. Night shift is like one of my I love doing night shift so much. Literally, like our last stream, that felt like my favorite episode, right? That's where I made Mikey laugh the hardest, right? That I've ever made him laugh. And so that was super dope. That happened on the last episode of Night Shift. And so I think that the chemistry level between he and I is just skyrocketing. So I really love doing Night Shift. And you guys will continue to see that from us and a lot more of it in the future. Friday, we're going to be doing a Twitter space, right? Where I'm going to talk this Flash situation, right? We got a lot of stuff to cover. And then this will be my last Twitter space kind of addressing what happened with the Flash. Because we got stuff to move. There's a lot of stuff to talk about, and we'll also be discussing that Rebel Moon footage, right? Because we gotta give that some love on that space as well, most definitely, right? And after this, we will be moving forward. So all of the future spaces will be just kind of centered around the Cell movement, right? And what we got going into the future. So I'm very excited. Just pretty much just stay tuned. Follow me on Twitter. Subscribe to me on YouTube. And Sin Havoc actually won the giveaway for the Xbox Game Pass free month that I had on my channel. So Sin Havoc, DM me on Twitter, and I'll shoot that to you. Because yes, you did win the free month of Game Pass. So shoot me that DM. But yeah, bunch of stuff coming up for all you guys, yo. And we is loving what we're doing and bringing this content to you guys, and just continuing to push the hashtag sale movement forward, because as you guys see, it's like we're getting results, guys. Like, this is all right. I mean, this is a pretty big one, right?
Massive, as you would say.
Right. Yeah. Because look, I don't know about y'all, but I've been hearing that consistently, guys. But yes, like, are they actually talking? Are they actually going to negotiate? Like, well, now we know. Right? Yeah.
Didn't know we won that.
Oh, yes. Yes. Go ahead and shoot me that DM, and I will shoot you the code. So yeah, dude, much love.
It reminds me of the Thanos skit at the end. He's like,
"Hey,
hide from it."
Hey,
Destiny arrives all the same.
Right? No, mine is this one. Right? He said, "You couldn't live with your own failure." And what did that bring you?
Oh.
Right back to me. Boom. Right back. I brought you right back to me. Real talk.
Real talk, bro. Real talk.
Oh my God, man.
You already know. So yeah, make sure you guys follow, subscribe to Sky if you haven't.
Santorini, Greece with a dime piece. I'm sorry. I'm going on mute. I'm turned up, yo. I'm turned up. They negotiating with Netflix, y'all. Y'all better act like it in here. Come on, man.
You better act like it. You better act right. Yo, Leon, I know I ask you this every time. Did you want to announce anything? I got a little something here if you do want to announce something, bro. I'm just saying.
You know what? Go for it, brother. Let's get the people what they want.
Let's give the people what they want, dude. We gotta do it. Let me pull down this real quick, bro. It's been way too long. All right, we've been talking.
Wait.
We've been talking about the Flash a lot, bro.
Is this happening?
We ain't steering away from nothing. We just adding to what we like, because we got to tell you as Snyder fans, there's other content out there, right? We're not Snyder only fans. We're not DC only fans. I'm a huge fan of one Cowboy Bebop, and so is my friend Leon, bro. And I made this, and he's like, "Yo, that's sweet." And this is the name. We kind of collaborated on it. Leon, of course, is the idea guy. And I'm like, "Did we call it this?" He's like, "This is what I wrote down." So we put it together. He put it together. He's like, "It sounds like a movie, bro." And it is a movie. We're in the Matrix, Leon. See you, Space Cowboys 27/7.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys before 2077. We promise. No official start date on that, but that is the show name, the logo. That's what's good. We're going to do an in-depth review of Cowboy Bebop. It's one season, 26 episodes. It's a finite show, but it lives on in our hearts and our brains forever, man. And we got to share this piece of art with the rest of y'all. And we'll also do the movie, I'm assuming, right? We got to do the movie.
Oh, 100%. That's among one of my favorite films of all time. Woo. I love Knocking on Heaven's Door, bro.
It's so good, dude. It's so good. It's so good. Let me see the chat real quick. Sweet. Cowboy Bebop time. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I can't wait to get into this, and you guys will understand. If you don't know Cowboy Bebop, the colors will make sense on there when you see the show. Everything's done for a reason, right?
100%. Absolutely.
There's a whole reason for all of this, man. Makes sense. And,
absolutely.
I can't wait. There's one episode in particular that is my favorite episode, and I'm gonna leave it for till we see it, I want everyone to like kind of guess it. Like, yo, what's Austin's favorite episode? What's Leon's favorite episode? This is gonna be a great time. I can't wait to enjoy this with y'all. But I made it. I always ask Leon, yo, you want to announce something, bro? So we finally did it, bro. We finally did it. The start date to be determined on that, but just know it's coming, y'all. And we're gonna make sure we take our time with the show too. We're not just gonna be like, boom, put it out. It's gonna be helter skelter. Nah, it's gonna be perfection, just like the show is perfection. So
yeah, because this, I mean, in my opinion, I don't know that this is even about views for us. This is about like,
oh no,
the passion, the art, the love of the material. Like, we really about to interact with this thing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, dude. Straight up, we're gonna dive in just like we did when we first like became fans of it. Like, yo, why does this look like this? Why does this look like this? And even just other fans, when you become a fan of this show, they show you why. They're like, hey, did you know that Spike uses Bruce Lee's choreography from this scene in this movie and this show? And like, you're just like, what? And then you line them up together and you're like, oh my god, like he is what? Like, there's so many different connections in the show. And it's also, for its time, it felt like a very diverse show. Everyone has a place, I feel like, in this little universe, and I feel like it's going to resemble Rebel Moon a little bit as well. You know what I mean?
Big time.
They're playing very well towards the end of the year, so everyone probably expect it more so towards that time. You know, probably after this Cell announcement that we think is on the verge of. What were you gonna say, bro?
I got a question, right? So, because I haven't seen Cowboy Bebop, right?
Oh.
Or I have, but I don't remember it, bro. Like, I really don't. Like, I was watching that show, and you know, because it was on what? It was on Toonami or Adult Swim or something, right?
Yes, sir. It was on both.
Yeah, I do not remember the show, bro. So I ain't about to sit here and cap. So it's pretty much gonna be like I'm watching it for the first time, right? But you said that it's gonna be like Rebel Moon, right?
Oh.
So let me ask you this, right? What would be the selling point outside of it being something that like would be like something like Zack Snyder?
You get that joke? Yo, you.
I was almost about to answer.
That's funny, bro. Hey, we're never letting that go. What is the selling point for?
Hey,
selling point,
bro, that was a little crazy, though. I don't know.
You're right. Bro.
Anyway, but I'm sorry.
Nah, you good. Thank you. And Retro's even ready for this. Let's go. Okay, we gotta have maybe you have a Retro guest star in the show.
Oh, absolutely.
Retro's voice is like the equivalent of like sleepy time tea. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just makes you feel good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can just really listen to her like all day and all night, yo. I was listening to her earlier when she was talking about Christine and like all these John Carpenter films. And I was just like, yo, she has so much like knowledge on all these films. And like, it's just dope, yo. Shout out to Retro Nerd Girl. You're a treasure.
Shout out.
100%.
100%.
Everyone else in the
Christine
chat.
is her favorite movie. I actually found that out too. That's her favorite movie. So yes.
Wow. What a name drop. That's my mom made me watch that movie. And that's not saying nothing about you, Retro. My mom's nice and young, okay? But yo, do you have any party words for us, Leon? Do you want to cap off the show real quick for us?
Oh yeah, man. I appreciate that announcement too. I mean, we got plenty of other things brewing behind the scenes. I'm excited about this. I wanted to recommend a movie too that for some reason reminded me of Cowboy Bebop I watched recently called Raging Fire, I believe it's called, with Donnie Yen.
I'll watch it just for him.
That shit is nasty, bro. Donnie Yen is this dude. Good lord,
I'll watch it just for Donnie Yen,
bro, for real. And he's such a good. I think he might be the best actor of all the martial artist stars that have ever been. Like, he might be the best actor, and that's no shade on Bruce Lee. He's obviously the originator and obviously arguably like the GOAT of martial arts actors, you know what I'm saying? But like, when it comes to like Donnie Yen, man,
got Bruce Lee looking goofy.
oh yeah, Scott laughed about that conversation we had recently. We'll tell y'all about that later. But yeah, man, that's a great movie, and like, I don't know, it's something about Cowboy Bebop that it never leaves me, man. It's never left me, man. Like, I love this show, bro.
Ever, bro.
It's it's right up there with everything I love in entertainment.
Off my wall real quick, like.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, just real quick.
Man, you know.
What else I got over here? I got this just hanging out.
Bruh.
It's everywhere.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Austin. I have hung out with Leon in person. The way he just said, bruh, just now, he was really jealous of that shit that he just do.
That's nasty, yo. I love that.
Hard, bro.
It is, bro. Hey, you know what's crazy? Like, I'm the type of person, I don't need to relate to a character in order to, because I always think that's kind of stupid that you must relate to a character in order to enjoy a piece of entertainment. But I relate to fucking Spike, bro.
Oh.
Spike is just, I don't know.
Bruh, dude.
That's a cold motherfucker, man.
Yes.
Bruh, you right, because it's bullshit. You want to know who I wanted to be like when I was young, bro? Ripley from Aliens. Real talk.
Right.
Like, bro, when I saw Ripley and she was in that damn loader and she was like, get away from her, you bitch. Right? Like, bro, you understand that I wanted to be in that loader, bro, and deliver that line.
Right.
You know
bro, I wanted to be RoboCop, bro, as a kid. Right? So it's like this idea that you have to like relate. And I think, not to go off into a tangent because I know we're into the show, but like relatability nowadays is not the same as back when we were watching shit, man. Because like relatability nowadays is like a self-insert. It's got to be the same skin color. It's got to be the same pronouns and acronyms, and it's ridiculous. Like relatability used to be a commonality in terms of looking at the consequences and actions that are taking place within a story. Like Ripley. Like Ripley, like you felt a kindred spirit with her because you're like, if I had a kid, I would protect this kid. If I was face down with an alien, this is what I would do. Like, it's something that's weird and crazy, but you found relatability in that. I found relatability in Spike because he's a contradictory at times. Like, he's cool, calm, and collected, but at the same time goofy, but at the same time, like, he loses his anger. Like, hey, that's... If anybody knows me, that's my ass. Like, I'm chill as fuck,
bro.
Goofy as a motherfucker.
I want to be Optimus Prime, bro.
Don't piss me off,
bro. Like, there's so many,
that's perfect, actually, right there.
Prime,
right?
That's right. Perfect. Like, come on, man. Like, what are we doing?
Who didn't want to be Optimus?
That's the thing, though.
Right? A big ass robot that turned into a truck, bro. Like, I can't relate to that, but I can relate to that for some reason.
Relatability, though, is not being the same, but being relatable.
Right. Thank you. Exactly.
Or just this, right? Like, yes, man. Like this, as he said, like how you react to situations, right? Like, you know, and the characters in the story should be what comes first, right? Absolutely. You have to keep that first, because when you start to make decisions on stuff like outside of that, right, then the audience can feel it, yo. We can feel it, right? the reason why Ripley resonated is because it's like, yo, just it didn't matter if you were a man, a woman, a boy, a girl, right? Like you was like, yo, this is a tough person who is going through some shit and is handling it in a way that, I would want to see myself handle these same situations, right? Like with strength and with courage and bravery and all that type of stuff. So that's what it's really about, right?
Yep.
100%.
Yeah,
And with that is like I look at the scope and range of Cowboy Bebop, and it's just like I get annoyed that not like people outside of anime don't gush about this film or this movie, this film, the show, yeah, all of it, the movie, the film, everything. I get annoyed, but at the same time, I'm like, it kind of feels personal. Like, okay, good. I'm kind of glad not a whole bunch of people know about it, because like it's the same way I look at like a Vampire Hunter D, Ghost in the Shell. Like there's different things that I'm like, all right, I'm kind of glad this isn't like, well, Ghost in the Shell is kind of mainstream-ish now, but I'm kind of glad Cowboy Bebop is semi-mainstream, but also very cult-like still. It's just something about it, bro. And I don't think Netflix, if y'all are listening, should give up on doing something clever in live action. I know y'all missed the opportunity at one time. Just follow what happened. You don't have to change characters to be, modern, woke, and progressive. Just it's already modern, woke, and progressive enough, for God's sakes. The whole show is modern, progressive. You know what I'm saying? Like, without hammering you over the head with nonsense. It's perfect. All you got to do is literally follow the show, and we'll watch it.
It's so easy. Let me tell you, like where they went wrong, right? When they made James Black. Like,
oh, you talking about Jet?
Jet. Why I say James? Jet.
I didn't hate that at all, especially the fact that like Jet sounded. I know, right? I feel you. What's funny about Jet? When you watch the series, you'll see why they did that. Because Jet, in the series, like his parents, he had to have grown up around black people. Like he's very jazzy. Yeah. And the guy who did his voice, he sounds just like Jet from the cartoon, the American voice actor, bro. That was amazing. But like, I get what you're saying. It was very on the nose. But like, there was so many egregious things about that show that I just tried to act like didn't happen. But they did, bro.
Golden gun again, dude. They just missed the shot. Go ahead.
But me and you, we're gonna right that wrong by going and doing this deep dive, bro. Because we got to tell the people why this show was worth adapting. It's a fucking masterpiece, bro.
Masterpiece.
I was talking about it this past weekend or no, this past week. Somebody I know, she loves music, and she's like, I mentioned something, and I said, wow, that sounds like Cowboy Bebop. Have you ever heard of it? She goes, no, but I like the name. It reminds me of music. I said, that show and music is a marriage. It's literally married to music. The name Bebop. She's like, yeah, Bebop is a type of music. I'm like, hey, you gotta watch it. You just based on the music alone.
It's a new genre.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, man.
It is, and yeah, we said that's so funny. I'm sure that's exactly what you do. Like, oh, it sounds like music. Like, you're just like, well, if you're interested in that, like, let me tell you.
Right.
Yeah. It's perfect. If you're a music lover, if you're looking for something that's different but also artistic, dude, it's so cool because of all the themes it plays on. It's not just a show about bounty hunters who are just trying to get by. Like it's so much more than that, man. It's and literally when I watched this as like a young adult, it really helped me like grow. It helped me like at being alone but also like being with people that you don't necessarily know, you have to work with, like, and it really helped me a lot. And I can't wait to go into depth about it. But Sky, what were you gonna say?
Yeah, because y'all was kind of nerding out, you know what I'm saying, and that's all well and good. But I just got another question though, because y'all didn't answer me. Like, what's the selling point though? Like outside of like,
It's get the back out here. All right, bro. All right, we're gonna be back Saturday on Necron's channel. Everyone, make sure you got your cereal, you got your milk ready. Wash your dishes. God forbid you don't come with some clean dishes on Saturday. And we'll see you all on night shift tomorrow. What were you
and
gonna
wash
say?
your sheets too, man. Wash your sheets. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah, no more bed bugs. I'm tired of hearing about y'all and your bed bugs. You betas.
Get off
While y'all looking for old tweets, wash your sheets.
Get off your phone while you're driving too. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta worry about it.
Facts. While you're looking for old tweets, wash your sheets.
Have a good night, y'all. Peace.
Bang.